If you've been following this series to learn more about restoring a car on your own, well, you can see there's a lot less range over here than there used to be. And if you're new here, welcome to Project Sunny at the Eastwood Garage. Like peeling an onion, I've been pulling off layers of sheet metal and trim just to get what's left of the original rear crossmember. Once that's out, I can actually start the reconstruction process. You can see here just how integral this piece is to the rear body structure, literally connecting the body to the frame while also tying the cargo floor and rear quarter panel uprights together. The construction is really simple, but there are lots of spot welds holding this whole mess together. The new crossmember came from the UK through an American vendor for just over $200 shipped. And at that price, it's really not worth the time to try to replicate the original myself. But getting the old one out of the vehicle requires removing the outer fenders, dropping the fuel tank, and drilling out countless spot welds that join it all together. I've already burned through several drill bits just cutting through the spot welds. It's been tough to even find them all with so much rust. And while it might be easiest to just cut the floor panel out altogether, I'm intentionally trying my best to preserve its integrity, if only for reference, since there's no correct replacement readily available. Not surprisingly, I'm accumulating a lot of large loose parts that are taking up valuable space, even in our fairly generous garage. In order to keep things tidy and avoid damaging the good stuff, I picked up one of Eastwood's body parts storage carts. Now, this is similar to the kind of carts that professional body shops use for this exact purpose. It gets the valuable body panels off the floor and has baskets to hold large pieces or boxes. I like it because it rolls on locking casters, so we can move it around the shop if it gets in the way. Right now, it's holding the two front doors, plus the lower tailgate, the upper tailgate, and the rear quarter panels. I've also filled the baskets with large, awkward parts like weather stripping, the D-pillar trims, and a storage tub full of small bagged and tagged parts. I went ahead and opted for the add-on kit, which gives you 4 more baskets and 8 more support arms. I realized I could hack the cart a bit by modifying a couple of the support arms to get an additional shelf out of it for storing glass, and I picked up a couple of foam pool noodles to cover the brackets to avoid scratching or damaging the windows. The cart takes up basically the same footprint as just one of the individual fender stands I had been using, but it stores and organizes so much more. Now, speaking of organizing, I've also been busy documenting my teardown. This is an often overlooked step in a restoration. I'm taking detailed pictures of things like wiring harness paths and component routing, as well as details like original surface finishes as I uncover new sections. I'm doing my best to bag and tag parts as they come off the vehicle, while I still remember what goes where. I like to use a fine point Sharpie on these little plastic self-adhesive flags because they stay cleaner and they're far more tear resistant than masking tape. For what it's worth, I'm also tracking my time spent on the project, making progress notes as I go. The more time you spend documenting your work in real time, the less time you'll spend later trying to figure out how it all goes back together. Trust me, your memory is never as good as you think it is. So for now, I'll keep drilling until I get the floor out, and I'll have that done for the next installment. And for more information on the parts cart, check out eastwood.com. Go ahead and tap that like button and subscribe to the Eastwood channel if you like what we do. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time.